Don't worry. Which DAX functions are not supported in direct query mode? The countx, sumx function, the row-based functions, and the time intelligence functions. We discussed the length and breadth, right? Dates YTD, total YTD, all the things. And the dates YTD, total YTD, same period last year, these are the functions that will not work. And the filter functions, like all filter calculate table. Okay. It has some limitations in direct query. Which one? The all function, filter function, the calculate table. All is very important, right? And yeah, you can try remove filter in that kind of situation. See, all and remove filter are same. Which DAX function will work in direct query mode and not in import mode? That's what I'm discussing. Will work in direct query mode. Which one will work, right? So that is what I'm saying. Which the all functions, the filter function, calculate table, it will not work. So probably you need to check it out. Okay, so in the manual you can go and check it out. In real world scenario, I told you the very first session, right? So sorry, when I covered the direct query mode, I explained to that time. And there are, in this batch, I could see that majority for not having IT background, programming background, sorry, okay. And you said, you want to learn only Power BI, but Power BI is good, but we are working with huge volume of data. Direct query, it doesn't work with majority of the DAX functions. If you go to the manual, you can see just beneath the DAX function, they would have mentioned very clearly there. Okay. Yeah, I just show you here. So better be strong in SQL query. All remove filter. Learn.microsoft.com. For example, if you go here, all function, if you select all function, and if you see here, remarks in Control F direct query, the function is not supported for use in direct query mode. When used in calculated columns or row level security rules, it is not going to work. Okay, so majority of the case, see, direct query mode, first of all, if you want to create a custom column, that's all, you're gone. It is not working. Just for namesake, right? They mentioned direct query mode, but with direct query mode, you cannot even do a simple transactions, simple transformations, the ETL transformations. Okay, if you are using the import mode, then it will work. But import mode, how many of them are using it? Right? That is the reason why it is mandatory that you should learn the SQL query. Okay, what is your question? If I don't remove the filter using all, then how can I find out percentages? That's a very good question. Let us do one thing. That's what I'm about to tell. Look here, remove filter. Direct query mode. So here, even the remove filters also, it is not supported. Majority of the functions are not supported, but he has given tons of DAX functions, but majority of them are not working there. Selected value. Selected value at least fine, okay, is not supported for use in direct mode, but when used in calculate columns, we are not using calculate or row level security rules. This is another issue. Okay, in creating report alone not sufficient. You need to create the row level security rules, everything. Okay, In that kind of situation, if it is not working, then you are gone. Let us use, instead of selected value, you can use values function. And likewise, you need to do research. Yeah, here, I think the values function works with everything. Recommend that you use selected value to achieve the same outcome. Yeah, look here, you can use as one value. Following measure definition presence and again calculate the sales tax amount, but only for sales made to Australian customers. And if values of this specific column, okay, and if you use it here, and in this case, it is a measure, right? It is wait, in this case, earlier tax, this requirement was it's a measure. It's a measure. When you create a measure, obviously, you cannot use a table directly, right? So you need to use you cannot use a column name directly here. Hence, you need to use a values function. Okay, values of this one is equivalent to Australia. At least if this country region has one value, then you proceed with this condition and then you do it. So instead of selected value, you can use the values function. Likewise, only you can use it. Okay, and then the information functions like is blank, to my knowledge, is blank, and even the is blank is not working. 1 second, the direct query, right? No, direct, this blank is no issues. Okay, it is, you did not specify anything. Okay, and the summarize function. Okay, summarize function. Look here, table generating function. Look here, in this case, summarize functions. The summarize function, one way it is good. We don't have to worry about that. So because we can use the group by in SQL. Look here, they were not supported in direct query mode when used in calculated columns or row level security rules. So these are the things you need to keep in mind. The interview, they'll ask you which all functions, it will not work. Even add columns, summarize function, and lookup value function, all function, calculate table function, the total YTD, dates YTD, the X functions. What is X function? The iterative functions, the row-based functions. That doesn't work with direct query mode. Yeah, so to answer to your question, yes, yeah, Nivya asked this question. Our question is, if I cannot use the all function to remove the filter, how can I find out the percentage? That is that is a bit challenging. Probably you can, in SQL query itself, you need to use it. I will point you to that, with another video. You can take a look at that. Okay. SQL query itself, you can do that. Yeah. I'll share that. Don't worry. So these are the functions that you need to know. But majority of the DAX functions, as we have seen, it is not working. But the import mode, it is working. But in the live mode, yes, compared to the direct query mode, the live mode, most of them are working. You don't have any issues. But do you think we work with live mode all the time? No, right? Most of the time we work with only the, what is that? Direct query mode only. We are working with data warehouse only, right? Most of them, all the analytical related data are stored there only. I'll just show you the DAX today again, how to connect it. So look here, Power BI SSDT. I don't know what is SSDT. Power BI, you select this one, or table or server. Okay. So table or server. Table or server is your SSAS. This is your SSAS. Power BI model. In our case, we are using Power BI model, or this is related to your Excel, right? The Excel also you have some Power Pivot, and this is Power BI. You can select. Look here. In this case, I've opened only one report file. If I had opened more than one file, you click on the drop down. You can see more than one file. Whichever file that you want to use it, connect it. You can select that file and connect it here. The advantage here is you can find out the query plan itself. you can find out where the bottleneck, whether it is formula engine or storage engine. And formula engine, what is synchronous and asynchronous? What is synchronous in asynchronous? What is the difference between synchronous process and asynchronous process? This is, I think, college time we have studied, right? Synchronous is sequential. In the case of formula engine, it processes your queries sequential. For example, you have 10 dash queries. You have dragged and dropped it. And what happens is each and every query, it processes one after the other. Whereas the storage engine, asynchronous. It executed independently. Each task will get executed independently. Okay, for example, the formula engine sends a query to your storage engine, and then it processes the next query. It generates the query plan, and it says, so the storage engine can work in parallel, whereas the formula engine cannot work in parallel. It's a synchronous operation, perform the synchronous operation. Got it? These are the things you need to be aware of it. So with this, I'm going to wrap up the DAX also. Next one is we will start the SQL part tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll start the basics intermediate level, and then day after tomorrow we'll cover, we'll start. Importantly, you should be knowing the analytical functions, and they will ask you in the interview, how do you find out the duplicate records? How do you remove the duplicate records? And then they will give you some scenarios. They will give you 2 tables or something like that. And then you need to, based on the 2 tables data, you need to write a query to filter the values from your second table, so that when you need to write a query to join the tables, but while joining the tables, you need to join it based on some condition. Okay, how do you do that? How do you remove the duplicate records? How do you find out the nth maximum salary? Okay, and apart from this, look here in our website. I don't know how many of you have seen this one. Look here, the PL300 certification questions with the answers, we uploaded it here. So how you can go and check it? Go to deepneuron.in. You don't need your login also. One second, I just go here. So here you will find the blog. In the home page, you'll find the blog. Click on the blog. And then you will find on the right side something called select category. Click on the drop down, and you will find something called 300 questions and answers. You just click on it and wait for some time. Don't do anything, okay? You will find this one. Click on the read mode. So here they've given you the scenario also, the data, sample data. You need to create a calculator column to show the date in a format like this. And don't tell me where is the data set. Data set, you need to create it. Okay, so date, comma, day, comma, month. You open just simply copy paste it in your Excel sheet. Save it as a .csv or so. That's all. And then you just try all the options. So here we have given the correct answer also. Okay, and yeah, and then we have given the explanation for each and everything. Why option A is incorrect, all the things. Okay, you can see all the most of the questions, you will find it here. And look here, the data model has an impact on the time consumed in the refreshing model, but once the model is stored in memory, it has no impact on the performance report. Select whether the statement is true or false. It is false. We have given the explanation also here. Yeah, dumps. This is PL300. That's what I said. This is PL300 thing. Okay. You can refer it from here also. Okay. And visualize the data and visualizations part. Okay. Behind this scene, all the things are available here. Yeah, we put many things here, right? Yeah. But don't expect whatever the dumps are there, the same thing only the last. It is all scenario based. Okay, but at least you can expect 50 to 53%. Certain things, yes, we need based on our we need to practice it. Yes, that is what I'm saying. It is PL300 certification dump only. It is not that we created based on our intuition. This is PL300 dump only. Okay. But there are guys, I don't want to tell you that one, right? So 1 second.